let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought.
Well. It is Wednesday night. It's 8 p.m. It's prime time. My name is Paul. That is Eddie. This is Cowboys Weekly. And even though we only have a 1% chance to make the playoffs, we are live tonight to talk about it. Eddie, how you doing, brother?
I'm starting to feel like Charlie Brown. Those back-to-back wins over Kansas City and Philadelphia and Kansas City. I thought we had a chance, but then Lucy came and pulled the last 2 weeks. Lucy has come and pulled the football away from us, just like Charlie Brown.
Eddie, you couldn't have said it better, man. I mean, a lot of times you believe the hype. Okay, you look good for 1 week. You look good for 2 weeks. Well, the third week, you come back down to reality. I mean, the worst part about it, Eddie, we'll talk about it, because our show is going to be recapping the Minnesota game. And then we're going to talk about some players, Eddie. We are going to talk about some players. We're going to call them out. We're going to say it how we see it. I got a couple. You got a couple. I know that. But then we'll talk about the Chargers game, Eddie. But you said it right, Eddie. 1 game, 2 game, 3 game, back down to earth, Eddie. This team, I don't understand. But let's recap this Vikings game, Eddie. Hey, 34-26, Eddie. I mean, at home, Eddie, we play better on turf. We play better in Jerry's world. What in the hell happened coming off a two-game streak of winning here, Eddie? What did you see? I was confident.
Whatever could go wrong went wrong. Aubrey missed 2 chip shot field goals for him.
Man, yeah, you're right. Eddie, chip shots. I mean, a lot of coaches go out there in the 50-yard line and say, oh, man, this might not be guaranteed. But when you got Aubrey, a 50-yarder is easy for him. This guy's kicking him with his opposite leg. He misses one. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Okay, it's all – the fat lady was coming out, Eddie. I could have swore I heard her out in my street singing already when Aubrey missed that field goal because it was bad, Eddie. It was bad. But, Eddie, what – is the defense back to normal now, Eddie? I mean, J.J. McCarthy, he didn't have the best game, Eddie, but – there was no pass pocket for him. They didn't collapse on him, Eddie. There was nothing. Where is Quinnen Williams? Where is our defensive line getting to the J.J. McCarthy? What happened? 15 for 24, Eddie, 250. He did have a pick, 2 TDs, though, Eddie. Where was the pass rush, number one?
Quinnen was the only one that showed up on the defensive line to show up for us.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny Clark
and then he got concussed.
Yeah, that's concussed. Yeah, exactly. But Eddie, I mean, this Minnesota team, Eddie. Okay, J.J. McCarthy is really a rookie at heart. Coming off his injury last year, and he came into this game, Eddie. Yes, he does have legs. We know he can run the ball. He ran it 4 times for 15. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. But my thing is, Eddie, when you play a rookie quarterback who really hasn't been seasoned at all. Eddie, you bring the house against this guy, Eddie. You bring the house. You bring some safety blitzes. You run some corner blitzes. You put something that he's not seen on tape that you can't game plan for, Eddie. When we played the Raiders, Eddie, we went to a 5-3 before we played the Eagles. Why didn't Eberflus say, hey, McCarthy struggles against – look at the Flores game. Remember the Flores game when he played against Flores as DC? It's something different, Eddie. It's something different, though.
Eberflus has gone back to being Matt Eberflus the last 2 weeks.
And you know what, Eddie, I hate saying this, but you're 100% right because the fact, not you're 100% right, but you really think about that. Eddie, he left Chicago. They couldn't play defense at all, Eddie. Now they're basically 1-2 in the NFL on defensive categories without Eberflus, Eddie. Same personnel. And, look what the Bears defense is, Eddie. And we take them over. He gave us what? Okay, honestly, Eddie, okay, we're 6-7-1. That's 14 weeks. Can you honestly say he gave us 50% as a good coach? No. He's about 3 or 4 games, if that, for the whole season, Eddie. We've gave up 40 points 4 times, Eddie. 4 times already.
Dude, I think I might only give Eberflus maybe one game.
Yeah, I mean, the games that were a shootout that we won, that wasn't Eberflus because he gave up a lot of points. Thank God for McCarthy and Clayton Adams, calling plays and kept us in the game. Eberflus's defense is just, Eddie, we talked about this. Is it personnel? Is it his scheme? I don't know what the hell to believe anymore because you play the Chiefs pretty good. You play the Eagles pretty good. And then you go back to Eberflus dumbass football, coaching one-on-one, fundamentals. Personnel, oh.
It's the coach. It's the coach.
It is. 100%, Eddie, 100%. I mean, you got to look at players. Eddie, we didn't watch a game on TV. In the NFL, you got every team out there with multiple looks, multiple camera angles on every player. You need to sit your ass in the war room, Eddie. Eberflus, and you need to go through this game film and watch every individual player, man. Because, Eddie, we're going to talk about some players. And I tell you what, I got one on defense. You got one on defense. We need to talk about. People say they're good. I gave him the glimpse and glamours a week early, my guy. But you know what? The last 4 weeks, man, I live up in the woods, Eddie, and I've seen deer in headlights. This guy's worse than a deer in headlights, the guy I'm going to talk about. But defense, Eddie, how do you feel? Bland played okay. But what are we missing here, Eddie? No pass rush. I get that. Quinn Williams got concussed, but Kenny Clark, man, the defensive edges, Fowler can't stay in lanes, Eddie. He overassigns lanes there. He goes between the gap. There was one play where he just went inside, and the running back, McCarthy got what's his name? McCarthy got like 12 yards on that on a 4th and 3 or a 3rd and 3. Ran right off the edge, Eddie. You got to play fundamental football on the edge, right? That's Eberflus. You're right. That's Eberflus. Yeah. But I tell you,
how many years are left on Clark's contract so we can?
We got him.
Get rid of that.
Year. We got one more year. We got one more year of him. Yeah.
Could we get rid of him after this year and just keep the?
Well,
cap?
I don't think it's a big contract, Eddie, because we got him on. They already paid Green Bay, paid it. We gave him draft pick up, so we don't really have a cap hit. But then, you might want to, if a team that needs a D tackle out there, throw him out there, send him back to Green Bay, and get maybe a 3rd round pick out of him. Get something for him because you know what?
Dude, but because of his injury history and stuff like that, probably we'd be lucky to get a 5th.
You're right about that. I mean, when you look at a team, Eddie, when you got Quinn Williams and Kenny Clark next to each other, a lot of teams go back to the damn Giants where they had bookends. Strahan on one on the opposite side there, and you look at these guys, and we have bookends on the middle. 2 big Pro Bowl players that can play ball. One plays, one doesn't, Eddie. That you feed off each other, number one. And when you go to a 5-3 look, there should be nobody. You should be getting pressure on any quarterback. I don't care who you're playing. You should be getting some pressure on the quarterback. And McCarthy's back there like, I got 1, 2, 3 seconds to throw the ball. I can look at check down 1, check down 2, check down 3. Oh, wait, there's check down 4. He's never played before, but I'm going to throw him the ball. That pissed me off when there was no pass rush against this team at all. Bothers me. And Clowney, where the hell is Clowney at? Now to me, that was one of the worst damn pickups too. Clowney is MIA.
He had one really good game, but that's the Eagles game or the Chiefs game where he got a couple sacks.
I believe it was the Chiefs game because he played pretty good. He had like 1.5 sacks. He played good, got pressures, but yeah, it's bad. Eddie Quinn Williams got concussed, 3 tackles, 2 solos. Kenny Clark, 1 solo tackle, 3 assisted. Come on,
Yeah, Quinn is getting double teamed out there.
But, Eddie, you think about this. When you run a 3-5, your big guys in there, big names, Eddie. Odigizua, who just got a $25 million contract, $100 million contract for 4 years. We still owe him $75 now. With him, Quinn Williams, and Kenny Clark in the middle, Eddie, you're going old school defensive tackle with old school nose guards. There is no reason that you don't get pressure against a 5-man front, Eddie. And even if you are, you're going 5-on-5 football. Well, then again, where is the linebacker stunt blitz? Where is the safety blitz? Where is the corner blitz? It's not to be found, Eddie. It's fundamental one-on-one. More, the higher number wins, right? Well, we got 5 on the line. They got 5 on the line. Can we bring a safety blitz in? We don't do that, Eddie. We don't do it. It's just bad.
it's fundamental bad coaching.
That's the thing. I mean, and also this was the worst thing, Eddie. I seen Louisville play linebacker. I love the kid being from Notre Dame, Eddie, but my God, Eddie, I think a one-legged man with 4 fingers on one hand, 1 finger on the other, and 1 eye, I think that son of a bitch could play better than our linebackers out there right now. I really do. Overshown's been playing ball. He's been playing ball, though.
Yeah. Want to know where your boy belongs? He belongs on the same unemployment line as Manti Te'o. That's where he belongs.
Yeah. Well, Teo has a job. He's on NFL Network. Even I don't like watching him. He's stuttering his words and everything. I don't like watching him. But you're right. I mean, Louisville, he only has one reason to play ball, Eddie, and that's practice squad special teams. That's it. He's a hitter. That's all he is. He can't read defenses. He can't read assignments. He's totally lost. How did you feel about Siobhan Revelle? The kid can play, though. He got burnt once, but he looks good.
I like what he's done since. Hope he can stay healthy. I think him and Blank can be a good 1-2 punch together.
Yeah, I like Revelle. I mean, hey, we got to remember he's coming off that injury too. Only played 3 games, too. But he's staying with the defense. He's playing good ball. He's staying with the wide receivers. He's not getting burnt. But the other guy I really want to talk about, Eddie, my God, man, Donovan Wilson is MIA again. This guy is completely lost, Eddie. To me, there's only one job for this guy, Eddie. And Eberflus, please, if anybody knows Matt Eberflus, please send him what I'm going to say in the next 15 seconds. Get Donovan Wilson out of our safety starting network. If you need a linebacker, bring him up to linebacker. He's a hitter. That's all he is. Hey, I know you don't know the place of linebacker, but here's the deal. A gap, B gap, hit it. That's all I want you to do. We'll take care of the rest. Eddie, what the hell is Donovan Wilson doing? You remember he's seen ghosts about, 5 weeks ago? Remember that play on the end zone? He's seen ghosts. Now, I don't know what the hell he's doing, Eddie. I don't know.
Yeah, to me, Donovan Wilson's a special team guy. Like you say, he's a hitter, but that's where hitters go play. It's the special teams.
You know what? You know who he reminds me, Eddie? And I know you're going to know this. Let's talk about number 31 for the Dallas Cowboys back in the day from Oklahoma. You remember him? Roy Williams. Couldn't stick.
Yep.
But my man could light out. He could lay you out anytime. He reminds me of Roy Williams, a hard-hitting safety, not the brightest, tool in the shed. But we have him in a starting safety spot. I don't get it, Eddie. To me, I think Diggs is healthy. Why I would have gone in there and say, hey, listen, we don't want you playing corner right now. You think you're not fast enough yet. You're not in shape. But how about we move you to safety? Play one side of the field. Control that side. I think that would have been a smarter move right now. 80% Diggs over 100% Wilson. Hell yeah. Sign me up any day.
I think Diggs, I have said this, that Diggs has lost some of his speed to play cornerback. To me, he's put him at safety.
I agree, Eddie. I think it'll be a hell of a safety back there because you're right. I mean, even this league now, you move them inside to the slot position. Slot receivers are faster than the outside guys right now, Eddie. That first move can blow Diggs away. I agree with you 100%. I don't want him at strong safety. Put him at free where he can see the field and make the read. Like, okay, you know what? Hey, Justin Jefferson's playing tonight. Addison's, on this side. I'm going to compensate. I'm going to go to Ravel's side, help him out a little more. I'm going to go over the top. Carson can stay on him. Ravel can stay on him. You know what? Fine. I'll go to that side. Bland will be okay one-on-one. I'm going to help the lower guy out. But Eberflus, let's not blitz. Let's let McCarthy stay in the pocket all he wants. And let's just play 7 yards off the ball again. And let's just play basically a zone defense again, Eddie. The first 12 weeks we played zone, and look what happened. We look like shit.
Did you hear what Jerry had to say? I think Jerry has lost all confidence in Matt Eberflus. I think Eberflus is a dead man walking, basically.
I think so too. I mean, there is honestly, Eddie, I don't think there's any saving his job right now. I mean, you're second in defense and giving up points, yards per game, points wise. To me, Eddie, listen, here's the thing. There is no coaching a way out of this. There's not. I don't care if you win the next 3 games by 30 points and your defense has 2 out of 3 shutouts. I don't give a damn about that because it took you 15 weeks to get this right. With the talent that we have and the trades that we made, I don't want him anymore, Eddie. I'd rather have a can of paint out there that's never coached in life.
I think when they get rid of him, they're going to have to get rid of pretty much most of the coaching staff on the defensive side because most of them came with Eberflus.
Yeah, I mean, what we did a show like a month ago. We went through the coaching thing. I think there was 5 coaches that came over from the Bears that were jobless, and the only way they're coaching right now is because of Eberflus. That's it. You know, they owe Eberflus some Christmas presents this year because they have a job this year when they shouldn't. You know, but then again, you look at the Bears, Eddie. You look their number with 1-2 in the defense in the NFL without Eberflus.
If I'm Jerry Jones, the person I would go and beg Al Harris to come back to become the defensive coordinator.
I wanted him. If it wasn't Zimmerman, I would have took him in a second. Al Harris, I loved him. He was a team guy. The players respected him, Eddie. They really did. You know, I wanted him on that team just to take over. And I love this. I know they're not going to get rid of Eberflus in season. You know, I wish they would because that would be a statement out of Jerry Jones's mouth for the good right now. Yeah, hey, we've let Eberflus go. We're going to let Jim Bob Thornton be the head coach, the defensive coordinator right now because
Eberflus. I can do it. I can do it better.
I mean, yeah, it's amazing to me, Eddie.
It'd be easy. I'm going to put 5. I can easily put 5 guys on the line and say, "Get the quarterback. Get the quarterback."
Exactly, Eddie. If you were the interim head coach, how would you have game planned from this game right here, going into the first quarter, Eddie, where we were in the first quarter? How would you made adjustments going into the second half versus the Vikings if you were the DC?
I would send people after McCarthy, make him pay, because I think McCarthy will panic if he has people in his face.
That's the thing. I mean, we've seen it, Eddie. We've seen teams how they beat McCarthy. My thing, and you're right, I would put a 5-man front out there. And you know what? I'm bringing a safety blitz. I'm going 2 shell safety over the top. Wilson, you're coming to linebacker. We're gonna move Kason back to safety there. Or you know what? Hell, put Marquise Bell at safety. Put him back at safety. He's a DB. He's a linebacker. He's not afraid. Or you know what? And say off the edge. Here's the thing. Donovan and Rockazay, you can't stop the run, but you can sack the hell out of anybody. You can pressure them. So here's the thing. You follow Donovan right off the edge, Roy. I call him Roy Williams now. Donovan Wilson, right off the edge. You follow his hip. You go right into the quarterback. You guys can't tackle, but you guys are heat-seeking missiles to go after the quarterback. Go for it. And the back end, no more zone. No more zone. That's it. You can't play zone. We're not smart enough to play zone. Not right now. It's amazing. It's amazing. How do you feel about Kalen Carson? I mean, he came back from injury. Oh, that bad?
And we cut Elam and kept him.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was a younger move, Eddie. But here's my question, Eddie. Logan Wilson, his 3rd game with the Dallas Cowboys, man. Okay, here's the funny thing. Logan. One tackle. We went out and got you in free agency. It was a good move, but where the hell are you, man? Where the hell are you?
Trade. It was a trade that we got from the Bengals. Why trade for a Bengal player in the first place?
Especially a defensive player, right? Especially a defensive player, Eddie. You're right. Yeah. Maybe offense, wide receiver, tight end, back, maybe quarterback, a little different story. But
I'm not sure if I would even trade for a quarterback for the Bengals just because he can't stay on the field.
That's true too. I mean, he's injury prone, barely plays. I don't think he's ever played a full season, honestly. You know, but you're right, Eddie. I mean, Logan Wilson's crap. I mean, can we both agree this is go ahead and cut ties with Sam Williams?
Bye, Sam.
Thank you. I agree. I mean, I'm not even going to mention the last guy. You know, he's from Oklahoma. I'm not even going to talk about him, Eddie, because I want to talk about the offense first, because that's my guy I got a little gripe with. But, Eddie, let's talk about the offense real quick.
What a surprise. Another dum-dum from Oklahoma.
Yeah. I mean, he grew up not playing defense, and it clearly shows, right? I mean, maybe if Venables was there a little bit more time with him, maybe they would have been a little bit smarter, but he lived up to it. Oklahoma doesn't play defense, and that's what he's playing. He can't read anything. But, and let's talk about this offense, man. Dak Prescott, 23 for 38, 294. No picks, no TDs. The problem, Eddie, red zone. You got to score 7, Eddie. When you get to the 40-yard line, to me, the red zone to me is 0 to 40, Eddie. You got to punch it in. Eddie, 5 field goal attempts? Come on, man. Come on. Are you serious? What's the problem?
It doesn't help that one of the receivers is pulling what he did in Pittsburgh.
Oh, are you talking about Mr. Steeler Pickens? Is that who we're talking about now?
Correct.
Eddie, here's the funny thing. I was looking at a stat today. When George Pickens plays and he has over 6 receptions a game, Dak Prescott's QBR is 125 plus. In his games that he hasn't been not even showing there, it's been under 65, Eddie. Pickens, the last 2 weeks, Eddie, has checked out. He has. He's back to the square one. And the biggest thing I seen, Eddie, when I watched the game is this right here. When they went 3 and out, you always see Lamb and Pickens together, talking together. Lamb was on the bench. Pickens had a towel over his head just sitting on the bench like this. He's checked out, Eddie. He's checked out.
Yeah, I think it started in the Detroit game when you could see did you see when he quit on that deep throw but from Dak where he just looked like he literally.
Eddie, to me, we've seen plays where he can high point any ball, Eddie. He can, you got Moss. Every week we should see him on there with his passing. He's a catching gazelle. He has the speed, Eddie, to beat anybody on the field. But when you give up on a ball, Eddie, listen, I give Lamb credit because he got injured when he dove for the ball. Remember the ball that he dove with?
Yeah.
He got hurt. I give him so much credit. Yes, you didn't catch the ball, but man, you dove for the damn ball. Pickens, you beat your man by a step. Lay out for the damn ball. Don't give up on your team. To me, that and alligator arms, man, Eddie, that bothers me so much. That really does.
He's lucky I'm not a coach on the Cowboys staff because my foot with that band ended up inside his, what? Where
Eddie, you know me. When I coach, I get in it. I get in there. I'll tell you what. I'll bench my damn best player out there because he doesn't follow assignment. To me, it's a different breed, Eddie. When you're coaching NFL, well, even college now, college football players make more than the head coach in the university. Basically, we see that now. But it's not old school, Eddie, where a coach Jimmy Johnson can get in your ass and tell you how it's going to be, my way or the highway. Get out of here. It's my team. Now the players run the team, Eddie. It's all about the money and everything about that. So Pickens is back to Pickens. Michael says, "Yo, Eddie." What's going on, Michael? Yeah, but Eddie, I mean. Hey, here's the one thing. I was kind of concerned. Javonte Williams went out in the first quarter. He had 40 yards in the first quarter, 21 yards in the first quarter, got banged up with that shoulder injury, down the end zone there. But he came back, man. He came back. I was kind of scared. Malik Davis and Hunter Lemke was the bell cows for like 2 sets there. But Javonte Williams, man, I give him credit, man. He's played really good this year, Eddie, coming off his injury and what Denver, released him.
But I think, to me, Devontae is a guy that needs to kind of split carries because if I don't think he can be that 300 carry guy just because he always gets hurt.
Yeah, I get that, Eddie, but a lot of teams have 1-2 backs. We have a 1-4 back, basically. Malik Davis, practice squad guy, Eddie. 3 weeks ago, he was on the practice squad. He's never been picked up by either team. He's always been the practice squad for Dallas, but practice squad, Eddie, That
just showed that we wasted a 3rd-round pick on a running back this year.
Yeah, Jaden Blue, he went blue, bye-bye, Eddie. I mean, this son of a bitch is wearing Louis Vuitton sneakers on the field and gets warts and, calluses on his feet, and he can't even show up to practice right now because of his attitude plus his play scheme. You know what? You wasted a pick there. Yeah, you're right, Eddie.
If I was a Cowboy player on the offensive side, if I was an O-lineman, I would knock him on his butt, grab those Louis crap shoes, and I would stick him where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's just a wasted pick, Eddie. I mean, the guy has speed. He's a good player, but man, when you show up to practice and you really don't give a damn, that shows a lot because you're just one man on a 53-man roster. You ain't nobody right now. You were basically behind Phil Maffa, who was ahead of you. He's been on IR. He's higher than Jaden Blue. Maffa's a practice squad guy, so he's ahead of you. Hunter Lemke is ahead of you as a fullback. So that tells how bad you are right now. You know what I mean? But Eddie, I want to go. Eddie, I know you'll get this. I thought I seen Les Miles coaching the special teams, Eddie. Did you see that play on special teams with Aubrey with the flip back? Eddie, I thought I was watching Les Miles coach the LSU Tigers because he did that like 5 times in a season. That was insane, wasn't it? You didn't like it?
What?
I think it was a pass, though. I think it was a pass, originally a pass.
I'm just not a big fan of trick plays.
But, I mean, Eddie, your back's against the wall. You have to go for it because it got me, too, because I did notice one thing. When I went back and watched it a couple of times, I'm like, was this set up? Was it like, is there any gimmicks out there that I've seen? Eddie, go back and watch it. You watch Aubrey. Go back and watch when he kicks real field goals. He takes 3 steps back, half a step over, and then he does something before he kicks the ball. He does this. Like, he does this every time. I went back and watched it. He took 2 steps, and he didn't do this. So I'm thinking, like, then I go back and watch him, like, well, there was a tail right there that I didn't know he was going to do it. I'm not that, following him. But when Schoonmaker released out, I was like, oh, my God, Aubrey's going to throw the ball. But thank God he ran and he slid, Eddie. Maybe that's why he missed the field goals, Eddie, because he slid too hard on the ground. Maybe that's what it was.
I just wouldn't take it. I just wouldn't take my chance with my place kicker, especially.
Your MVP? You want to say your MVP, right?
Yeah, MVP.
Yeah, I mean your MVP. Yeah.
Better be like pulled something running.
That's what I mean. He missed 2 field goals, Eddie. Maybe it was like, okay, well, I don't slide. I've never slid in my life. I've never even slid playing college, MLS soccer, after Notre Dame there. But maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's why he missed 2 field goals. But Eddie, I'm going to talk about this offense real quick. I'm tired of seeing Kayvon Turpin on speed bursts in the backfield as just like a bullet play. I hate that, Eddie. Just put him at wide receiver. Let him beat the corners. Let him beat this nickel back. Why are we using him in gimmick plays, Eddie? It's so easy to read when Turpin's in the backfield. He comes in motion. He comes back. He flares out. It's just a quick screen or a quick handoff. I don't understand, Eddie. That's Schottenheimer, though. He's usually a good play caller.
I just see Turpin's line up on the slot. Because if you can't catch what you can't tackle what you can't catch.
Yeah, I always say that you can't tackle what you can't catch. But the problem is, Eddie. Here's the problem. Here's the problem, Eddie. Turpin, 2 targets, 2 catches, 5 yards. Eddie, to me, you got to get this guy in open space, man. That's the thing. I'd like to see him on a couple bubble screens. Put him on Lamb's side. Give him a bubble screen out there. Let him make one guy miss. We've seen him do it many times. But him, he's a check down guy, Eddie. He's a check down guy is all he is. He's a running back playing wide receiver is what it is. He's going out 5 yards, quick. Okay, check down my progression number 4. 5 yards, that's all it is. They're not using him. They're not. Jonathan Mingo had more yards than him. 1 catch for 25. And Mingo sucks, Eddie. He sucks. I don't get it. Don't get it. And the other thing is, Eddie, why hasn't Ferguson been used in the last 2 weeks? He was leading the league in tight end catches, Eddie. Yards, catches, no drops, less drops than anyone in the league. Eddie, 4 targets. What did he learn how to catch? 4 targets, 2 catches, 16 yards, Eddie. Come on, man. The Vikings defense was injured, Eddie. They were injured. They're not, 100% healthy either. Why not? I don't get it. This
is the first time I'm really questioning Schottenheimer's play calling.
I am too. I mean, here's the one thing I will never say this year, Eddie. Going into the season, I think we both agreed the biggest X factor is this offensive line. We got to see how they hold up. Eddie, kudos 100%. My MVP coach, Connor Riley, K-State offensive line coach. This guy has done miracles. With all the offensive line starting that he had, mismatch every week. BB goes out. The only guy that's played all game was Terrence Steele the entire year. So he's done wonders. So you know what? I'm not blaming him at all. I'm blaming Shotty because you can still run behind this line, Eddie. Every game you can still run it. But the problem is It's very vanilla. It's very predictable with this offense, Eddie. There's no excitement right now. You got Lamb and Pickens, Ferguson, Williams in the backfield. Fournette has been playing hell of a good too. He's been a nice third wide receiver, and you're still not getting the ball downfield. And a lot of people say, look at his numbers, Paul. He almost threw for 300 yards this game. It was charity ball. It was late in the game. You're playing catch-up ball. You're going to throw the ball downfield.
It's what Dak's been known for over the years. Trash time stats.
Yeah, you go back to the Green Bay game last year in the playoffs, when we lost by, 30-some points at home, 2 years ago. But then again, you look at, Paul, he threw for 370 yards. We were down 30 points at one point. Of course, you're going to throw the ball downfield. You're going to get those points. You're going to get charity yak yards. That's what you're going to get. He is the guy that, and I'm not going to say it's all him, Eddie. It's Schottenheimer too, man. It has to be. I bought into his mojo, his system. Players believe. But, man, you got to put it on the field every week, man. You can't give me 40, the next week put up 6, the next week put up 40, next week put up 13. You got to give me some continuity here, Eddie. Have to. Yeah, but yeah, enough of that game, Eddie. Let's talk about some players here, Eddie. Who wants to vent first, Eddie?
Kaysen is garbage. He needs to go away forever. I do not want to see him on the field anymore ever again.
Well, I'm going to play the other side of it. I agree with you 100%, but I'm just going to play the other side to see what you say on this, okay? Reddy Stewart, you go pick him up. He's basically a practice squad too. He started 2 games for us when Bland was out and Diggs was out. So he started, got burnt, played okay, got burnt, played okay. Okay, you have him. Then you have Deron Bland. We know he's a CB1 right now. We know him. We're not going to bother him. You have Ravel. Why? What else can you do? You have to play a nickel guy and Kalen Carson, right? Is he on the field just because you don't have enough players, Eddie?
Shouldn't have cut Elam in the first place. Should have cut Kaysen instead.
Yeah, Elam's probably at home right now saying, "Are you serious? This guy? I mean, at least I can hold my own."
Elam played fairly well for the most part.
The thing was, when Bland was out, he had to be here's the thing, Eddie. Yeah. You're 100% right. That's the thing too. You go back and look at Elam's games, and that's when Bland was out. That's when Diggs was out. He was the number 1 CB that we had at the time. So he got burnt. Yeah, he was going against big name wide receivers. They're studs. They're elite. They're wide receiver 1. That's why he didn't look the greatest. You put him as a second, third corner, Eddie. I think he plays a lot better than Kaysen does.
That's what he was being forced to in Buffalo, was to try and be the number 1 cornerback, especially when they lost what's his name, the cornerback that kept on turning his knee for Buffalo. White.
Mm-hmm.
Elam as a number 2 or number 3 cornerback, I think is good enough.
Well, he would have been in third here, Eddie. You think about it, you got Bland being number 1. Right now, you're going to have Ravel being number 2, and you could use him in a slot. Or you know what? If they go 3 wide, 4 wide, you are going to use him in a slot. Elam, I think, would be a lot better in a slot. He doesn't have to give up the movement. If you bigger guys on the outside, you could put Elam on the outside and put Ravel on the inside. I think it would work out. But you're right, man. Kaysen, you know what? I'm going to give you a John Cena. You're out of here. Very simple. Eddie, my guy, man.
Kaysen to me is on the same level as Kelvin Joseph. Remember that bum?
God, Eddie. Joe Sullivan in the Sully Squad, man. He calls him the castaway. Man, that bad, Eddie? Kelvin Joseph?
That bad.
Well, no, you go back. Well, Kelvin Joseph had a pick against us this year. Remember that?
No, that was right.
That was Nahshon Wright. That was Nahshon Wright. You're right. Yeah, you're right. That was Nahshon Wright.
Nahshon Wright has actually been playing well for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, he has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Kevin
right.
Joseph was.
Oh God.
Kevin Joseph was the punk that kept on getting in trouble with the law since the day he was born.
You know what? He has a better rap career than his NFL. Yeah, you're right. He got in trouble for that, and he wore that thing that says like, "I'm a rapper." Well, dude, why don't you just go be a rapper because you suck at football? Very simple. And I don't know why we got that dude. I mean, it was just bad. Like our DBs, our top DBs, when we draft them early, they don't pan out. Remember Mo Claiborne? We talked about him in the background, right? Number five. We drafted him number 5, Eddie, from LSU. Morris Claiborne, great. Oh God, we're jumping up to get the best corner in the game. Yeah, Morris, you got burned Claiborne. Yeah, he was burnt toast. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but my guy, Eddie, let's talk about this guy. Beginning of the season, I'm like, okay, he's a speed guy going in. He'll match up good next to Overshown. He'll match up pretty good. Kenneth Murray, man, good God. I was all on the Kenneth Murray train, Eddie. I really was. But going back the last 5 weeks and even going back further, Eddie, he is lost out there, man. He misses assignments. He doesn't know how to read defenses. Eddie, the one play, the running back came out. It was Aaron Jones that came out on a 20-yard pass right up the middle. Overshown, that was his man. He looks at him and doesn't even chip him off the block. And it's at the line of scrimmage, 2 yards off the line of scrimmage, Eddie. Lets him go behind the second level, gets the pass, 30-yard pass downfield. And then he has this is the crazy thing is, they showed this on a replay. They showed this. He turns around and he looks at Overshown and he goes like this. He points, me or you? Son of a bitch, it was you. That was your man. He's lost, Eddie. Only thing he has is speed. That's it, Eddie. Everybody's like, well, he had great tackles. You know what? But look at his tackles. They're 5 yards downfield on your spot of the territory. They're nothing at the line of scrimmage. They're nothing behind tackles for loss. They're tackles where you're catching up to a guy, Eddie. That's it. He's bad. Thank God we only have him for 1 year. Thank God.
He's lucky I'm not Overshown because I saw him looking at me. Like, I would have knocked his Okie out.
Yeah, I would have had a Red River Ride shootout right there, Eddie. I would have said, take this Oklahoma Sooners ass out of here because I'm about to, shoot his ass out. But to me, you're right. If I'm Overshown and if that's you, you're Kenneth Murray looking at me like, was that me or you? I'm saying, yo, come get your boy. Come get your boy off this field now. We'll play with 10. We don't need this idiot on the field. I mean, hell, go get me. No, don't give me Maurice Luafau. Don't give me him. They're on the same category level, but.
It's Jack Sanborn. At least Sanborn has an IQ.
Yeah, exactly. He was too light, Eddie. I understand that, Sanborn, but at least he'll put his head in there, Eddie. He can make plays. He'll make an attempt. Murray just pushes you off saying, don't worry about it. You can go outside. Hey, what's the play? You're going to go outside? Go right ahead. Don't worry about it. And the craziest thing is he ends up on Donovan and Rocco's side, Eddie. That's the craziest thing. Why are you going to have two idiots? Well, I don't want to call Donovan an idiot. He does play ball. He pass rushes. But why are you going to have a linebacker right behind him as a next level that can't read a defense, Eddie? If I'm a coach, I'm saying, hey, they got the pass rusher there. McCarthy, all you got to do is just, chip him, get outside. Kenneth Murray's an idiot. We can go right on his side. Don't worry about that second level. That's coaching one-on-one, Eddie. It's insane.
Yeah, at least Donovan has shown flashes this year while he was taken in the second round. How the heck did Kenneth Murray get drafted in the top 12? But
you know what? I still remember watching him at Oklahoma. The big, big number 9, the fast, linebacker. He looked great in college. But you know what? You think about this, Eddie. We like players that maybe fit our system when we look at teams and players. But you know what? You got to go look at why San Diego let him walk. You know what I mean? Why San Diego let him walk out of there very easily and got nothing for him. There was a reason.
I can name another former Okie Sooner that looked good as a linebacker in college, but stunk in the NFL. The guy that Bo Jackson ran over, the Boss.
Oh my God, Brian Bosworth. Yeah, man, Eddie. I was in like near school when I was watching him play. I played linebacker and I had to go out and get the big neck roll and everything. The only thing I didn't do was cut my hair like he had it, but you're right, 100%. The other guy that was a big bust to me was offensive line Tony Mandrich. Remember him? Number 1 player in college football, franchise player, became a drug addict. Basically.
The Packers took him, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to do a show on bust, Eddie. We can come up with quite a few. Hell, I think we just do Dallas Cowboy bust. Good God. Yeah. Yeah.
Morris Claiborne's name would be brought up.
He's top 3 to me. Yeah, he's top 3 in my book, 100%. Eddie, the other guy, I think I both want to talk about this guy here. You mentioned in the green room before the show here. Pickens is a free agent. Great 12 games, 11 games that he's played, Eddie, so far. But the last 2 or 3 games, Eddie, he's checked out mentally, physically, probably emotionally right now, honestly. Well, Eddie, 3 games left here. What do? Do you go ahead and pull the trigger and call Parsons' agent, who is George Pickens' agent, and say, let's just sign him now? Eddie, I hate saying this word. Eddie, but the cancer has traveled from Pittsburgh down to Dallas. It's finally made it to Dallas. It took a long time to get here. Snail mail, but it's in Dallas now with George Pickens because we got Steeler Pickens, Eddie.
I can guarantee you one thing. Pittsburgh fans would say that there's no chance they would want him to take him back. He's he's the type of player I would not pay. He's a cancer in the locker room. He's a powder. He's a crybaby. Sorry, but you can't. The word trust, you cannot trust the guy.
And see, the craziest thing is, we know you can be a number 1 wide receiver. When Lamb went down, my God, he had 140, 150, 120, yards. But the thing is this, Eddie, you can't give up a player who's a franchise player, Eddie. We watch college football. We do a college show. You can't look at a wide receiver and say, this guy is going to be the George Pickens, that can high point a ball, a gazelle, a game changer, plays both sides, plays the slot, high points any ball. But can you let him walk? Because, Eddie, I don't care if you're drafting 1, 2, 3 next year. You're not finding a wide receiver that has the caliber and potential of George Pickens, right? Right?
I think I'm not sure if he has declared for the draft yet, but there's a guy from Ohio State I think is more talented.
Jeremiah Smith?
No, he can't come out till 2027.
Carnell Tate? Carnell Tate?
Yeah.
Carnell Tate?
I love Tate.
Listen here. You're right about Carnell Tate. You're all right. He's a bigger wide receiver. He's a big guy, a hybrid guy too. But Eddie, I honestly,
I have never seen him quit on a play.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't quit. You can't disregard Ohio State wide receivers. You cannot do it, Eddie. They're arguably wide receiver U. That's what I call them now. But to me, I don't know, Eddie. I mean, only thing I get with that too is this: Pickens is going to get a $22 to $25 million contract. Agree? By any team right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that. 4 years, $100 million. I get that. $50 million signing bonus. Get him out here. Guaranteed money. That's fine. You lock him up for the next 4. But then again, cancer has found its way to Pittsburgh in less than 12 games, Eddie. I get that. But here's the thing. On the opposite side of the fence here, you go out and you get a Carnell Tate. Eddie, you can get him in 2nd round, possibly 3rd. He's going to drop. This wide receiver class is not the greatest. Everybody's going, defense and offensive line right now. So 2nd round, that's fine. But the only good thing is a rookie contract is 4 years, $16 million. 1 year versus 4, Eddie. That's the good thing. But are you willing to take that chance and go out and get a young wide receiver who is – we're in trouble. This is trouble. So we are in trouble. Trouble had to come up here and say, don't do it. You're in trouble. He had to jump up here.
The thing is that we do have a viable option in Flournoy, who has been really good for us this year.
But is he a number 2? Is he a number 2 though, Eddie?
I think he has the potential to be the number 2. I love his size, and he's definitely a great inside the 20-yard line the red goal line receiver.
Yeah, and that's going back to Schottenheimer too. I mean, when they were in the red zone, the first play was 1st and 3, Eddie. 1st and goal from the 3, and you throw a fade out right out to Lamb. You have Flournoy out there. He's a 3rd wide receiver. Hell, run Schottenheimer, run Shoemaker out there. Let him play ball because you're not even using. You to me are Matt Sirianni right now. You're looking at a name player trying to get him the ball. A.J. Brown. I want the ball. Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. That's what I see when one player doesn't show up for us. To me, I'm Schottenheimer. I'm pulling him and Pickens aside and saying, hey, listen, get your ass back in the game here. You're elite. We need you. We know you're a wide receiver number one. We know it. Let's go get it. But, Michael says Cowboys need to sign Pickens.
No, because he wants us to be stuck with a cancer. Michael, you're...
Well, here's the thing, too. If Dallas lets Pickens walk, we're going to contemporary pick. That's going to be a 5 to 7 round player. That's nothing, Eddie.
I thought we'd be getting our third round pick back.
Well, it could either be the third or fourth because of what we gave up. I think it possibly could be maybe a third, but maybe that could be your Carnell Tate, Eddie.
Yeah.
What's the guy from Arizona? What's the guy from Arizona, the wide receiver coming out this year, Eddie? You know what I'm talking about, right?
From ASU.
Sun Devils, yeah.
Jordan Tyson.
He looks pretty good. I mean, he might be a late first round, early second round, though. But cheaper price, why not, right? But do you think he gets signed? Do you think he gets signed, Eddie? Do you think Pickens gets signed before the end of the season?
No. I think Jerry has major issues with Pickens and Micah's agent.
Still? You think he knows his name by now, Eddie, or no?
And he's not worth his name isn't worth knowing.
Well, we were going to talk about the Chargers game. I'm not going to talk about that because that game's on Christmas next week. Are you available Christmas Eve, Wednesday night, 8:00?
No, I'm not going to be available for that.
All right. Well, I might maybe we'll do a little bit earlier or some early in the week next week before this holiday season comes up. But yeah, I want to talk about that next week. I don't want to get into it tonight because there's a lot to talk about. Can you stop? My cat's going crazy here. She just took my Xbox controller. Would you stop? Leave me alone. Man, it's like dealing with a kid right now, Eddie. You know what I mean? I got Pickens down here. That's what it is.
You're dealing with trouble.
Yep. Dave Yarnell checks in. Davey, what's going on, brother? Hope's all well with the family. Here's the interesting. Let's talk about this real quick. Okay, they will franchise Pickens. I think that's a problem. The reason why you have to be in the top 10 in category for money-wise to get that franchise tag. You look at it, Jamar Chase, St. Brown, CeeDee Lamb. What's the other one? T. Higgins, right? T. Higgins is up there.
Yeah.
Eddie, you're talking about still $28 million to franchise him for 1 year to be a problem. Is $28 million too high for Pickens for 1 year?
Yes.
I agree. Dave, let me know why you would franchise him for 1 year. $28 million, I get it. Listen, if you $28 million, that's, hey, listen, a lot of players, Eddie, we know that. They play in the NFL, they audition for the contract, right? Your last year, you arguably ball out. Well, to me, Pickens, you balled out 11 games of the season, but then you balled out you stop playing at the wrong time, the end of the season when it goes bad. You got to show me a little bit of something because you quit on your team, number one, right? If he was bad in the beginning of the year, Eddie, and then he progressed in the end, I would say, okay, maybe we could think about this.
I think if you tagged him, he'd be a bigger cancer for the whole year just because I think he'd be spending the whole time pouting and whining.
And you know what? I think his agent would be in his head too, Eddie, saying like, okay, look, this is the same shit they did to Parsons, okay? They're not going to extend him. They didn't want to extend him. The handshake deal, whatever. Listen, I know your agent. I know the snake, Jerry Jones. They're franchising you because they just want to use you for 1 year. What if you go out and get hurt? What if you break your leg? What if you break your back? You break your spine? You're useless to any team. You find a team that would be willing to contract you for 4 years right now. I can't see him being franchised, though. No way.
Yeah. Pickens would go and find a massage table.
Mm-hmm. Michael says, for all Pickens' fault, Lamb are one of the top. You're 100%. Mike. You're 100% right. I mean, to me, like when I coach, Dave will tell you, I love throwing the ball for my offensive team. I'm a coordinator for offense. I throw the ball 40 times a game. I'm a run and shoot, looking like damn Steve Spurrier back in the day. That's how I ran my team. Still do. When I got 2 wide receivers and one has a bad game, I'm telling my assistant coach, call these plays real quick. I'll be right back. I'm going to talk to my other wide receiver. Hey, I need you. Everybody has a bad game, but you're going to let down the other 10 players on this field. They need you right now. Pickens and Lamb arguably are number 1 in the NFL, Eddie. They are when they're on. But when you have one bad player, and if I'm feeling sick and you're hyped up for the show, I'm feeling sick and I'm just like this. It's not going to be good, Eddie. You know what I mean? It's not going to be good for one person. These players need to be better on the field. And it starts with Pickens with the attitude, though. It's the attitude. And that was his knock, Eddie. Nobody's ever faulted his game talent, his game, IQ. He can do it all. But the problem is, Eddie, he's a child. He's a child. We see that.
To me, he's like the uh, bad apple in a bunch of good apples. Usually, the good apples turn bad.
Can we say that, something in the water, maybe in Pittsburgh? I mean, all the talent in the world for wide receivers. Maybe we look at the water that they're drinking up there in Pittsburgh area. Antonio Brown, George Pickens. Maybe they drank from the same river. Great ass players, but something's up there that they drank, Eddie. You know what I mean? Issues.
Yeah, but Terrell Owens never played in Pittsburgh, and he had the same issues too.
Hell, I'll take Terrell Owens right now. That man is good. God, that dude is like in shape right now. He just ran against 6 months ago. He ran against the cheetah in a 40-yard dash and almost beat him. He's good. I mean, I'll take him. He's a big wide receiver.
I think one thing you can say is that I don't think he has ever like quit on a play.
Mm-hmm. All right, Eddie. Dave says, no way, Eddie. Tagging him is the right thing to do. Give him another year to prove it then a 4-year deal. But, Dave, what I said, exactly what I said. I agree. I would franchise him. But you're looking at, I didn't do the numbers yet. You're looking at top 5 in wide receivers, money-wise contract. You're looking at, let's just say it real quick. The average wide receiver is $2 million on a back-end deal. Your top, Chase, Lamb, St. Brown, Higgins. Who am I missing? What's the other guy? Justin Jefferson, number 1, Justin Jefferson. Okay, they're making $35 million a year, so that sends up the curve to at least $25 to $28 million a year. You give him the deal. You give him, okay, we're going to franchise you. Number 1, like I said, I'm the agent, Dave. If I'm your agent, Dave, man, you got a family, man. You got a livelihood. What happens if you get hurt on a 1-year deal? All your other contracts are gone. Go out and get a 4-year deal. I got teams that are calling for you right now, Dave, saying, hey, I got a 4-year deal for $80 million, $60 million guaranteed. And to me, I'll be honest with you, you're crazy, dude. I don't think that's a good deal. I don't think teams want you right now. Go get the 4-year deal. You have a job for 4 years. It's guaranteed money, $60 million. Dallas wants to give you 25. Don't take it. Yeah, I want him on the team 100%. But what happens if you give him a $28 million contract and he does the same stuff? The alligator arms come out, the half speed on a deep ball, the no layout, the facial expressions. I've given up. Eddie, cameras catch everything, man, and we see it. We see it during the game, Eddie.
Paul, I'm going with my gut instinct. My gut instinct says that Pickens is going to be gone. Remember, I was the one guy between me, you, and Dave that thought Michael was going to be gone either way. And guess what?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, okay, real quick, enough about Pickens. We still have him for another 3 or 4 games here, whatever, since we still are alive with 1% here. I have a better shot of getting struck by lightning, inside my own house right now than Cowboys make the playoffs. But Eddie, let's revisit something. You said that name, Micah Parsons. Prayers out to Micah Parsons right now, getting injured. I hate seeing that. I don't care if you're my worst enemy player, my worst team. I don't like seeing injuries, number 1. I seen a couple people on Facebook, with the happy hearts, the laughing emoji, the memes out there, always knee, whatever. Then Jerry Jones's, his meme there. I hate that shit. No matter what team you play for, I hate that, number 1. But
I think to me, the only type of player who could cheer to get hurt would be like a Vontae Burfict, because he was a dirty player that was always hurting other players with cheap shots. So I would have no sympathy for like that.
Yeah. Certain players I can see, I wouldn't be like, I would be upset that somebody got hurt because that is their livelihood, But Micah Parsons was a good player. You know what I mean? It was no fault of his own. It was like basically an off the ball tackle, that happened when he just missed his knee there, placed it. But let's go back and look at this trade, Eddie. I hate saying go back and look now, Eddie, because Parsons is on the shelf probably for 6 to 9 months right now. And a defensive end is built on speed, Eddie. So he's not going to be the same. So that $45 million, $50 million contract, Eddie, did the Cowboys get the better end of this or no?
I think it was a win-win trade made for both teams, because the Green Bay still needed a pass rusher, and Dallas doesn't. I'm just surprised that we got as much as we could get just because he was going to be on the last year of his contract.
I mean, here's the thing: if he would stay, you would have had to pay him $50 million. Okay, whatever you got with the J.J. Watt contract or T.J. Watt contract. You got Kenny Clark, you got Quinyon Williams in this deal. You still have them for a year. I think one of them is 2 years. I think Kenny Clark is 1 year left, and I think Quinton Williams is a 2-year contract that we have. And they're very small contracts. They're not even over 20. So you have them combined with Odighizuwa in the middle. That's 40, $65 million up front. Okay. I think we did get the better end of it. It's going to be a late pick that the Green Bay Packers have to give us. They are a playoff team. They're going to be between 24 to 30, how far they run. But I do think we got the better end, Eddie. I do.
Yeah. It might be on the lower 20s just because Green Bay might be, with the Green Bay's pretty banged up. They might go winless the rest of the regular season.
You know what? You're 100% right, too. The offense is not playing well. Jordan Love is not playing very well. The defense, to me, they are like the Philadelphia Eagles, Eddie. Their defense is keeping them in games right now. They play better on defense than offense. With the weapons that they have, Dobbs can't stay on the field. They're just not looking good right now. The only thing they really have in offense is Brandon Jacobs.
Yeah, Watson can't stay on the field. He can't. Yeah. He can maybe play 2 games and get hurt, then play 2 games, get hurt again.
Exactly. Yeah, and playoff ball, you got to be ready for that right now. So I just don't think they're going to be the greatest. Excuse me, real quick. Dave says, with the cap going up, they can afford to pay Pickens. But the problem is, you're going to have to sign
a bad apple.
He's a bad apple too, but the cap goes up $20 million. But still, the thing is, you still have a couple contracts that you have to play with first. So to me, unless we're going to see it last year where Dak says, hey, I'll take a pay cut this year, I'll do this and that. Because to me, Eddie, where do you win games at? The offensive line, correct?
Yep. And defensive line.
Tyler Smith has already been paid, okay? BB has 2 years left, okay? Steele was going to be out the door next year. That right side, Eddie, you got to go out and get another bad boy out there. To me, I'll tell you right now, here's my deal. I don't know if you agree with this, Eddie. Here's what I'm going to do right now. I know it's not the season-ending show that we usually do every year, but here, I'm going to tell you right now. Schottenheimer, you ain't making the playoffs. Do not put Joe Milton in because nobody's going to trade for that son of a bitch right now. You're not, and I think I put in the group chat, the reason why they didn't trade for Lance last year, because he was so bad that they wouldn't get anything for him. So why even play him in the back end of the season? To me, Joe Milton, same way. Eberflus, here's what you need to do. Eberflus. Eberflus, get on a plane and go somewhere. I don't even want you anymore. Shotty, here's what I want you to do. I want you to put Terrence Steele on the sideline this week. I want you to move Tyler Guyton over to right tackle. I want you to put BB at center. I want you to put Brock Hoffman at right guard. I want you to put Tyler Booker to his natural spot at left guard. Next to who? Tyler Smith, and kick him out left side. I want to see the O-line for next year. This will tell you now you have players in position. Arguably, I'm not going to move Cooper Beebe back to guard. Okay, he's been playing great at center. Hoffman can play both. Keep Hoffman, move him in at right guard. Show me what you have. You already have a running back because Javonte Williams just got a $5 million increase for next year if you're going to keep him. He went from 1.5 to $6 million next year. Guaranteed money for him. He deserves that contract. So you're taking away $6 million off of that. You got $14 million. You're not going to have enough money to long-term Pickens deal right now. Because, Eddie, we know rookies cost $20 million per year total, 1 through 5, right? And Dallas is going to be in that top 15, Eddie. That rate goes up a little bit higher.
With Javonte, I would sign him as if he's willing to take a 1-year contract because I just don't think he can. Just because of his injury history.
Okay, let me ask you this. I know we're getting into a little bit deeper here, Eddie. Let me ask you this. Let's say the Cowboys pick at 15, okay? I'm seeing all these mock drafts out there right now. You know where I'm going with this, Eddie. You know where I'm going. I think you know. If somebody falls to 15, Eddie, you know where I'm going, right? You know where I'm going. The love, right? The love, right?
Yes.
Do you take him at 15 and say, Javonte Williams, I'm only going to give you a 1-year deal, 1.5, and you're going to be a duo, Jadarian Price type, with Jeremiah Love. Do you take that at 15 and go Love, knowing that your defense
Yes.
sucks, Eddie?
Yes,
Really?
because then we can use the rest of our draft picks on defense. Because I don't think we.
Dave says I can say if we had Zim right now, we'd be in the defense hell like we are with Eagles. I agree with you too, Dave, 100% with that too. Little yes and no. Zimmer coached a better defense where he didn't play zone. He played man-to-man. Eberflus is still trying to play zone. Last 2 weeks, you played more man-to-man coverage. This week, you go zone coverage. You don't have the players to play zone. Why? To me, it's coaching fundamental. Eddie, here's the thing. If my offense is, I love throwing the ball. I can throw the ball. I can score 50 points any week on our games that we play. Well, you know what? This year, I don't have the quarterback. I don't have wide receivers, but I got one hell of a running back. It's time for me to adapt, Eddie. You know what I mean? And run the damn ball. Eberflus needs to adapt to his player personnel of what he has. That's his issue. Zimmer, he coached to what he had on the field. Dan Quinn, same way. Look at the defense that he had the first year. Wasn't the greatest. He put his stamp on it. This is where we're going to physical, up front, fast play, 11 hats on a ball. Eberflus is, guys, whoever makes a tackle, go get him. I'm happy. That's him. Who cares? He don't care about a damn thing. But, oh, man, Eddie. Yeah, we'll do the show probably maybe a Tuesday night, Eddie, maybe next week. We have nothing going on Tuesday night, so we'll probably hop on maybe a Tuesday night or something like that. But 1% chance, Eddie. How do you feel? Is it over? It's over, right?
Yeah. Shut down the lights. The party's over.
Who used to sing that song, Eddie? Turn down the lights. Because I tell you what, last week, man, around like the third quarter, I heard, there's no fat women up here, but I heard somebody singing outside my door. You know, they were like, turn out the lights, the party's over. You know, and they were singing to me, Eddie. I know they were, man, 100%. Yeah, Dallas is done. Dave says, I think Washington beats the Eagles on Saturday. Call me crazy. I don't think so. How do you feel about that? Let's real quick talk about the Eagles game coming up this week. They got the Commanders this week. I think the Eagles blow this team out this week, Eddie.
Oh, I thought the Eagles were playing the Bills for some reason.
No, they play the Bills right after that. They play the Bills after that.
Okay.
They have Washington twice.
The Eagles offense should have back-to-back games where the offense looks good because the Redskins defense is as bad as the Raiders defense.
Yeah, I mean, the Commanders stay in games, but they give up stupid plays, you know, at the back end of the game. I think the Eagles, you know what? Be humbled, man. Run the ball. It doesn't matter if you're AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, whoever's open.
That's what the Eagles did. That they did not quit giving Saquon the ball. He got over 20 carries. Even if he struggles a little early on, you keep running the ball because that sets up and limit Jalen Hurts to 15 to 20 passes a game. That's where the Eagles have had their success the last couple years. Last year was because Jalen did not throw the ball 30, 40 times a game.
And you know what? And I agree too. I mean, to me, if I'm playing the Eagles, and you know, I don't care what they have on paper, who they have, you know, elite players on both sides of the ball. If I'm the defense coordinator, I'm saying, you know, Eberflus, I thought he was a genius, Eddie. When he played the Raiders, he said, you know, I said that even before the game, before the show came up, I was like, they're moving to a 5-3, Eddie. They're moving to a 5-3 tonight. They're showing you something. What's the reason for that? Stop Barkley. Stop Barkley. You stop Barkley. You let Hurts beat you. Okay, you got beat by Jalen freaking Hurts. Okay, no big deal. He's not the greatest quarterback. He's not on time. Makes bad decisions. To me, I'll go on the record right now. I don't think Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback at all in the NFL. I don't care if you want a Super Bowl MVP or not. To me, you can't read a defense. The reason why I say that, Eddie, you look at every quarterback in the NFL, Eddie. You look at Drake May. You look at J.J. McCarthy. You look at all these quarterbacks right now. They get up to the line, Eddie. They look at the play. They call an audible at the line of scrimmage, Eddie. Jalen Hurts doesn't do that. He's never done that, Eddie. To me, Eddie, I coach 11 years old. They call an audible, Eddie, at the line of scrimmage. I have 11-year-old kids that call audibles. Get out there. Hey, check one. Spider. He's coming. Change the entire play. Hurts, one play.
But Hurts did call audibles when they came back I think it was the Rams when they came back in the second half and destroyed the Rams in the second half.
One game out of the season though, but that was when he was his best. And that's something you're not prepared for. That's just like the Eagles' offensive line, the offensive line, whoever Jurgens or somebody coming out and saying, "Well, Jesus Christ, I never knew the Cowboys ran a 5-3. We weren't ready for it." Okay, that's just like me saying, "Okay, Jalen Hurts doesn't do it. Show me something he doesn't do. Beat me with it. Beat me with it." Dak Prescott gets up the line, kill. I don't know what the hell he's calling. I thought he was ordering dinner or something sometimes. Who knows what he's calling? That's a quarter. Look at Peyton Manning. My God, this means 5 different plays, Eddie. You know what I mean? This going like that is 5 different things for a wide receiver.
Can you imagine Brady having Kevin Patulea as his offensive coordinator? He would probably tell Kevin Patulea to shut the F up.
Oh, I remember that. You remember that? I think it was Brady said something like, there was a thing on TikTok I was watching, Brady's things, one of his highlights of audibles. I forgot who it was on the line of scrimmage. He's at the line. Guy goes in motion. He's setting in a slot where the tight end's covered. And he goes, "Get the F off the ball. Get off the line." And he takes a step back. He's like, "Jesus fucking Christ. Can we practice this?" Set. And he snaps the ball and throws it downfield. I'm like, that's a guy that is a leader right there. You know, knows the playbook, knows everything. Dave says, "No way. I'm thinking Mariota has a day." Dave, listen, here's the thing. We're not winning the division. So to me, I want to see the Eagles lose, but I want the best football going in. And I don't think the Commanders have a shot because Mariota, man.
He sucks.
Yeah, Heisman Trophy winner Diego Pavia says he's probably better than Mariota too right now too.
Hey, Eric Crouch won a Heisman Trophy. That's who Mariota is. Eric Crouch.
You know, he was a product of the system with what's his name, Kelly out there in Oregon. He was a product of the system, Eddie. You know, he was a guy, Eddie, that, oh God, what was his running back? Oh God, I forgot what the smaller running back that he had. I forgot what it was. He had a team that could score 50, Eddie, and he had some design runs where you can't tackle what you can't catch. And then look what happens when you go to the NFL. You're barely making a team. They can catch you. Linemen can catch you. Linemen can catch you. Yeah. Division games are always tough. The Eagles are 2-2 in the division. I get that. I get that. The NFC East is a different gauntlet here. The reason why, Dave, I think they blow this team out this week, they didn't have to do anything last week against the Raiders, man. They didn't have to do a damn thing. You know, they just didn't. Washington is playing on life support right now. To me, I think they're the same boat we are already coming up this week. You play the young guys, Eddie. You're out of the division. You're out of playoff contention. Show me what the young guys can do. Houston, hey, you're starting on the defensive end this week. Luafau, don't even dress this week, brother. You're not on the inactive roster. Wilson, you have 2 choices. You can either go to linebacker or don't even dress this week. You know what I mean?
Or rookie linebacker from Florida should get play the whole game.
You're right. Shamar James should be getting more time, Eddie. Shamar James should be getting a lot more time right now. Yeah, you're right. I'd love to see him and Houston get more time. I want them to see, you know what? Make a statement right now. Make a statement right now, Eberflus. Go out and say, "Hey, locker room, here's what we're doing. It's Monday. We're playing. When we playing? Sunday at 4, whatever it is. Here it is. Monday morning, day off. Come back to practice field. Hey, Obershone, was that the idiot that didn't know what he was doing? Yeah, that's him, Kenneth Murray. Hey, Kenneth, sidelines. Shamar James, linebacker. Let's go. Houston, you're in for Fowler because that son of a bitch can't read a lane assignment. You're in. Let's go. Let's start to play the players that we know that's going to be here next year." That's just the way I feel. Here's my other question before we get out of here. Does Diggs play any game in the rest of the season?
I would play him at safety. I like that idea. Just because. And Donovan Wilson, your bud's on the bench, boy.
So you think he will play? You think he'll play a corner?
If he does play, that they need to put. If he's going to play, put him at safety.
Because you did hear the comment that Diggs said and Jerry Jones said is rebutting, right? Did you hear it? They asked Diggs, "You were on the inactive roster. You were questionable to play. You came off on the inactive roster, non-dressed." He came out and said, "I'm ready to play. I've been doing all the movements in practice. I'm ready to play." Jerry Jones, the next day, they asked him the question. He's not ready to play yet. It's my decision. He's not ready to play yet. Eddie, there's a little cat and mouse game here going on. Right? Eddie, $20 million if you cut him next year?
I thought it was 6 or 17.
I think it's 20 because I think it might be 7. I think it's 20 next year, or that might be his contract day. And then you're right, maybe 17 is his cap hit. But here's my thing. We all laughed at Jerry Jones with the Parsons deal. Maybe he knows something to the point where, okay, if Diggs goes out, we know we're going to cut him. We have Ravel playing good. We can go out and get a corner next year. Why not? Well, you know what? If he goes out and gets hurt, we're going to get nothing for him right now. We buy the contract. It's a dead cap. We have to pay for the next 3 years, on an injury reserve list. Because I think when he pulled that shit at home where he got hurt, I think that's what he was thinking about. A non-injury list, you got to pay him the full contract. You don't bite anything. You take the whole contract. But to me, if he goes out and plays, he gets hurt, Eddie. I don't think he plays the rest of the season. I really don't. I don't think they put him at safety. I don't. I would. Yeah, I would. Dave says Washington's defense is a hell of a lot better than the Raiders are. Quinn would love to have to beat them. I get that. But on paper, the way the Commanders are right now, they can't stop the run. They can't stop the pass. And the biggest thing is they can't score. They can't score. Their offensive line is in shambles. Rodriguez and Crosby, they can't run the ball. They're not going to run the ball. So I think the Eagles win by double digits. The line is 6.5. I think on Mike's props, locks, and parlays, I think I took them by 10. Yeah. But I don't know. It is what it is, Eddie. So we'll do the show. We'll get together. We'll do the show one time next week before the holiday season. Definitely not on Christmas Eve. Definitely not on Christmas. How do you feel about the game movie on Netflix? It's weird, though. It's all about marketing, Eddie. That's what it is. It's all about marketing. That's all it is. Marketing. So, Eddie, what's your final thoughts for the week, Eddie? Since we're knocked out of the playoffs, talk to me.
Eberflus must go. I'm going. The Cowboy Stadium needs to start a chant like the Steelers stadium did the Fire Tomlin chant. Fire Eberflus. Fire Eberflus.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing. My buddy's he's a Cowboys fan. He goes to the Steelers game. He sends me the whole video. I think I told you this. Fourth quarter renegade plays by Sticks all fourth quarter beginning. They played it, and it's always loud. You can hear it no matter where, out of the stadium, wherever. But he said it was so drowned out by the Fire Tomlin chant of renegade. Told you something like, well, it is what it is. Dave's got 2014 Commanders. Hey, Dave, I know you're going to be at the game. You're like you're like the underwear that people wear that go there with the luck charm on it. So go there and get a win for them. Go there. Who knows? But you're not going to be at the Eagles game next week. You're going to be at the Cowboys game. Yeah, you're going to be on there on Christmas. You're going to be on there on Christmas, Dave, right? I know you always go down to the game on Christmas. So, Dave, two ways. I really don't want to win that week because my draft stock goes up a little bit higher. But then again, I do want to win a couple games, but still. Would you rather tank, Eddie? Or win some games?
Let's see what we have with the young guys. If we win with the young guys, then we win. If we don't, we don't. But we just need to see what we have to go into looking for next year.
I agree. I agree 100%. I want to see what the young cats can do. I really do. I hate saying it, but you know what? I'll be honest with you. I think if you play younger guys, Eddie, it shows me one thing for a team because of the fact that they're playing for a job next year, Eddie. You got stars making $50, $40 million. Hey, we suck, man. We ain't making the playoffs. Let's just go out half-ass ball. To me, I'd rather see players go out there that want a contract, Eddie. It's an audition. This is your audition for a contract for next year. That's what I want to see because you are going to get that physical, I want it type game, not the I already got a contract. I'm set for life. I don't want to see that crap. You know what I mean? I don't want to see it. The only player I don't want to see is Joe Milton. I don't want to see Joe Milton. Because I know it's just going to be 90-yard passes downfield and runs with him. That's all it's going to be. That's all he can do. That's all I can say.
I think I would rather have Milton take the beating from the Chargers than Dak.
Yeah, that's the thing too. That is another catch of it too. I'd rather see him take the blunt of the pain too because it's going to show you what this team looks like in the second half next week. Do you bench people and just let the young guys play? Because the first guy that should be out of the game should be Dak Prescott. He should be the first one out because he is your franchise player, regardless of what people say. He's not going anywhere. He's going to be our quarterback until he retires. So keep him healthy. Keep the offensive line healthy. Get all of them out. Honestly, yep. He said, yeah, that's right, dude. That's right. You did tell me you're going there, boys versus Commanders. Yep. All right, Eddie. I think we're going to go ahead and get out of here, man. I mean, it's kind of crazy. We can go an hour and talk about a team that sucks, Eddie. That's just how bad things are with us. You know what I mean? It's kind of bad, Eddie. It really is when you have teams that are bad, but you're a fan of 100%. So, you ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
You didn't seem enthusiastic about that, Eddie. You really didn't.
Talking about that game, that loss to the Vikings has knocked the enthusiasm out of me.
That's 100% true. I mean, it's just bad when you have a team.
We lost to JJ McCarthy. JJ freaking McCarthy.
Yeah, that's kind of bad. That is bad, Eddie. But we will definitely do the show. Yeah, we will definitely do the show next week before Christmas Eve, Eddie. I'll get a time on there. But if we don't, we want to wish everybody a happy, Merry Christmas to everyone out there. If you're out there and I have your address, I'm just going to let you know, you guys are getting one of these right now. They're going to be sent to your house. This is from Katie and I and all my kids right there, Oreo, Gigi, Missy, and Amico, myself and Katie. We're going to be sending these out to everybody. So if you want to put it up there and have it at a dartboard and see, if you can hit me right in the face, go right ahead. But I just want to say happy Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everybody out there. Thanks for always joining us. What's that?
Is that a humbug to the whole city of Philadelphia?
Well, I didn't hear you. What's that, Eddie?
A humbug to the city of Philadelphia.
Hey, listen, I just want good. I want to say that, but I just want good football this year, Eddie. I really do. Eddie, who's in the Super Bowl this year? Real quick before we get out of here.
I think Denver, if they get home field advantage against the Rams. But there's one team I think that could be a sleeper pick in the AFC if they can get any kind of offense from any offense.
Don't go there. Don't go there in the AFC South. Don't tell me you're thinking what I'm thinking.
That team with a hell of a defense.
You're talking about the Texans too.
Yeah.
Eddie, I'll tell you what, Eddie. I'm a betting man. I went on DraftKings Caesars MGM bet, and I put down a $50 bet on the Texans to make it to the Super Bowl. They're fifth in line right now, Eddie, and everybody was laughing. I was like, just imagine that this offense can score some points. This defense can shut you out to win games. Eddie, I like that. I like that thought too. I think the Rams. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna knock out the Bills right now because the Bills are just so up and down right now. You shut down Josh Allen, you're done. His running abilities, him and James Cook are everything. Defense is up and down. Oh man, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think it might be Denver if they can get home field all the way through and not slip mile high in the wintertime. I think they could do damage out there. Texans, man, they can play ball, Eddie. They can play ball if they put it together.
You notice that Houston and Denver are very similar. They have great defense, offense that can get hot at times.
Yeah. I mean, I think it comes down to Chubb and Woody Marks, too. They need to put together some run game as well, Eddie, because playoff football is 9 in the box sometimes. When you can't throw the ball downfield, they're going to put 9 in the box against Woody Marks and Chubb. So they got to come up with something, quick stunts outside, quick slants or something to get it going.
Yeah, the one thing that Bo Nix can run the ball, so that's
the
advantage.
Yeah. Dave says 1%. You're telling me there's a chance, Dave. There is no shot in hell that we are making the playoffs. I mean, we need, Santa Claus himself to come play wide receiver, linebacker, defensive tackle, defensive end, safety, corner. That's the only way we're winning. And Robbie Kelly, you said 100% right. There isn't a chance. You know that, Dave. I agree. And I know Robbie's probably an Eagles fan. It's the first time ever I'm going to agree with an Eagles fan. There is no shot in hell. I have a better chance of, number one, winning the $486 million lottery. Number two, going outside and getting pummeled by a snowball from freaking Santa Claus up in his sleigh. I have a better chance of that right now. So, yeah. But, Eddie, let's get out of here, man. We'll do the show sometime next week. And because I really wanted to talk to you about, Friday, we're definitely going to do college football this week because I want to talk about some games this week. And I want to hear your side of why my fucking team was left out this year, Eddie. Okay?
I'm probably even more pissed than you about that.
Eddie, then you must be really pissed off because I'm going to be honest with you. I have two Notre Dame frames up in my office right over here. I have Rahi Ismail, and I have Jerome Bettis' jersey up there, framed and everything. I was watching it in here, and when I seen it, I threw my remote, broke one, smashed it on the ground with all glass. I turned around and said, "You got to be kidding me." I looked at it again when they said Miami. Then they said James Madison. Then they said Tulane. Eddie, I threw my glass up against the wall, broke them. I was so pissed off.
My biggest problem is that SEC school 3-loss team.
Oh, Robbie's a Denver fan. I'm sorry. There you go. Well, you guys got a legitimate shot to get there, so kudos to you, man. Stay healthy, But yeah, Alabama 9-3. But the crazy thing is, Eddie, real quick, the committee said we're not going to hold anything against you for a bowl game. You got smashed by 21 to Georgia, Eddie. Okay, but
they got stumped. They have no running game. Alabama has no running backs.
And here's the thing: Notre Dame didn't play anybody. Well, the two teams that were arguably 3 and 6 at the time in the nation, you lost by 4 points combined, Eddie. 4 points combined for the regular season. Then you pulled off 11 straight games. I don't want to hear, Eddie. I want listen. I'll be honest with you. If Notre Dame didn't deserve to be in there at the end of the season, the eye test, a top 10 team, then fine. They don't be there. You know what? They are a top 5 team to me right now. They have a legitimate shot, offense, defense, to win a national championship. Same thing as last year. They don't deserve to be there after losing to Eastern Illinois. Pulled off 10 straight. Who'd you beat? You beat Indiana. You beat Penn State. You beat Georgia. Yeah, you ran into Ohio State. But there's 300 other teams that couldn't beat Ohio State either. You know what I mean? Come on, give the best teams in the nation the shot to be there. Number one. That's my thing. And I hope Miami, I hope you get smashed next weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to be fair with Miami here. They should have been in the AC title game because
Duke and Virginia,
whatever. When there's a bunch of teams that have the same conference record, it should go to the two teams that have the highest in the rankings.
Yeah, I don't like the head. I do like head to head, but then again, when the head to head, you don't go to a tiebreaker strength of schedule. I hate that. You should look at the rankings because Tulane, they're not even ranked 25 right now. James Madison is 25 in the nation. Do they deserve to play with the big boys 1 through 12? Hell no. They're going to get demolished by Oregon by 21 plus.
If James Madison had gone undefeated, then I would say, okay, give them a shot. They have a.
Yep. Dave says, later, guys, have a great holiday. In words of Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance 1 in a million talk. Hey, Dave, happy holidays to you and the family, man. Hope to wish you well. I'll give you a call sometime this week. But yeah, Dave, I'm going to tell you, in the words of Paul Spencer, we have no shot in hell, Dave. Okay? No shot in hell. But I don't know. All right, Eddie, I said we're going to get out of here, man. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Hey, did you guys get any snow?
What's that?
We got like 10 inches of snow here, plus that in 3 days. So yeah, it's craziness. Yeah, if the Cowboys make the playoffs, it'll snow in Arizona, where Eddie's at. Yeah, we'll know that.
That's the chances that the Cowboys have of being in the playoffs.
Exactly.
A snow day in Arizona.
Eddie's gonna call me and say, like, if we make the playoffs, like, God, it was 95 degrees yesterday, and Paul, today it's minus 16, and we got like 8 inches of snow. I'm like, Eddie, we made the playoffs. That's why. Dave says, if it happens, come talk to me. Dave, if it happens, I will do a live right then and there, and I will put your picture on the board and say, don't ever doubt that dude right there. Don't ever doubt Dave, Cowboy Dave right there, because he's the only man out of billions and billions and billions, Bruce Buffer's voice, said that. Dave, if they do, you deserve all the credit in the world, Dave. But, and hell, you know what? Yeah, they're not going to make the playoffs. They're not. I was going to say, Dave, if they make the playoffs, I'll let you pick any Cowboys ever in history. Ow, my cat just scratched me saying, Paul, don't do that, Dad. Don't be stupid. I'll let you pick any player in Cowboys history, and I'll buy their jersey. And Dave knows I did that. I was the first guy to ever buy a Bland jersey. And Eddie, I don't know if you know this. You can ask Dave one time. When we did the draft, I said, this guy is going to be all pro, all world in 2 years. In the first year, look at Bland. The guy out of Fresno State was just insane, you know. But Eddie, I'm ready to get out of here.
It's a good thing that if that happens, that I'm not Dave, because I would know what jersey I would pick out for you to have to buy.
Who would you pick?
Quarterback from Georgia that the Cowboys had named Quincy.
Oh, too bad. Next week I already showed you. I already have it.
Oh, you do?
Number 17. Dave will tell you I have Quincy Carter's jersey. You know what? Next week I will wear that. Actually, I'll find it. It's probably in one of my boxes. Eddie, I have over 100 jerseys from Cowboys. Retired, past, everything.
You must be the one Cowboy fan that has that jersey.
I said that. I said to Quincy Carter, I was like, Quincy Carter, you owe me some royalties because I'm the only guy ever to buy your jersey, number 17. I'll take a picture of it, me holding it. I'll send it to you. I have him. I have Dak Wynn jersey. I have a lot of them, Eddie, back in the day. Yeah. So you know what, Eddie? I want you to make that bet because I already have that dude's jersey. Oh my God! I know who Dave would pick, though. You know who Dave would pick? Dave would either pick two people, well, one position or one player. You know who it would be?
She Glenn.
No, no. That would be hard to get. He would probably pick a kicker, number one, or he would probably pick his favorite player from the Cowboys. You know who it is? Who?
Raphael said he's a kicker. Raphael said
Sepien. Yeah. He would either pick a kicker, number one, or he would pick Herschel Walker from the Dallas Cowboys.
He's my favorite. He's one of my favorite Cowboys too because he helped build a
dynasty. He built a dynasty. You're damn right he did. I love that player for obvious reasons, number one. But yeah, I have Quincy Carter already. I already have that. I think next year, I know I'm not going to get it. I asked Katie for a jersey. I usually ask for one jersey every year until she's seen the price of them. She's like, hell no, you're not getting that for another guy's name to be on your back. I asked to actually get me a Brandon Aubrey jersey because I want that. Isn't
it better to have another guy's name on your back than another girl's name on your back?
Well, the last person I put on my arm, I'm divorced from her now. So, yes, it's that. I got right here. And, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. 100%, Eddie. Yeah. All right, Eddie, we're going to get out of here, man. An hour and 27 minutes to talk about a team that has no chance except for Dave Yarnell believing that we have a chance at 1%. So we're going to get out of here, guys. We'll be on next week. Stay tuned out of the Box Sports Entertainment. Make sure you follow there. We'll let you know what time we're going to be on next week when we're talking about that Dallas Cowboy team, win or lose versus the Chargers this weekend. So we'll talk about it. I'll recap it basically. Then we'll do next week. We'll talk about the Commanders game on Christmas Day. So my name is Paul Spencer. That guy right there is Eddie Prather. Wait. There's Dave. He's got. Wow. Thunder Dan. Remember Dan?
Oh, let's see here.
Brandon Aubrey and definitely Herschel. I knew Herschel would be, and I was right, a kicker. Dan Bailey. Kicker. Dan Bailey, the kicker. Remember our kicker, Bailey?
Oh, Bailey. Yeah.
I told you. I know. See, I know Dave. He's like a little brother to me. I know him. He wants to make me wear a kicker's name, and I said definitely Herschel. See, I know that guy.
I'm surprised he didn't mention the name Nick Folk.
Nick Folk. I didn't like him that much. He had a good career, but yeah, I knew Dave was going to pick a kicker for me. I knew you, Dave. See, I knew that. Dave. God, Dave's going to be buried with the kicker's jersey. I guarantee it. Watch when he passes on.
He's loyal to his kickers.
He is. I told you. Here's the funny thing, real quick. I told Dave, I was going to take a job as a JV coordinator 2 years ago before some things happened. I told Dave, I was like, I would bring you on my staff, Dave, and I would just make you my kicker coach. You don't have to know shit about it. Just go out there and talk to the kickers, man. Be their consultant. That's what I would bring Dave on because he loves the kickers for some reason. I don't know what it is, but hey, our MVPs are kickers, so I guess kickers need love too, right, Eddie?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're serious this time. We're going to get out of here an hour and a half here. My name is Paul. That is Eddie right there. Two guys that say the Cowboys season is done, and I agree. Cowboys Weekly. Eddie, you ready to get out of here, brother?
Yes.
All right, we're out of here, guys. Make sure you stay tuned out of the Box Sports Entertainment for all of our live shows. Check out our schedule for upcoming shows this week. And if you want to start a show out there, reach out to one of the hosts out there. We'll get you started on the network. Until then, everybody have a great holiday. And if your teams are still in the playoffs, good luck. because we're not. We'll see you guys later.
Game strong, let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk.